Hello and welcome back to Strong Woman High's Life is a Mishmash. Today we have the seventh strongest natty in the world. We have Alice Morgan joining the show. Welcome, Alice.
Hello.
Nice to have you on. So do you want to give a bit of a brief introduction, elevator pitch to who you are, what you're all about for everyone on the pod?
Yeah, so obviously I'm Alice. I've been in the strongman world for like 2 years now. Jumped straight in with natty comps, and I've done not too bad. I am a teacher when I'm not at the gym with the mini 4 and 5-year-olds of the world. So my life is
Oh,
pretty chaotic.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's me. Pretty much my life is strongman now. I fell into it very randomly and can't really remember what I used to be like without it, to be honest. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, but it's been fun. It's been good.
Class. How did you get into Strong Woman then?
Like I've always enjoyed watching it, like at Christmas time, when other comps come on Channel 4, and I just thought, oh, I'd love to do that, but I just don't think I'm strong enough. And then I've always been to the gym, but only done like random Instagram videos and just copied them and never really done anything like properly at the gym. And I went on a date and someone was like, you can deadlift 140. Like, that's not normal for someone who can't train. I just literally went in and like pulled the bar up. And they kept saying, like, come on, you've got to do it, you've got to do it. I was like, no, I just like watching it. And then I just thought, you know what, sod it. So I messaged Strength Asylum asking if they knew any female strongman coaches. Rosie messaged me and she was like, oh, because she used to work there at the time. And she was like, yeah, I've got like one space. Do you want to have a like little fun session? And the rest is history, pretty much.
Class, absolutely
Yeah.
class. I know. I remember you sort of coming on the scene, and you're on such a high trajectory. Like, I think the opens is a lot harder. I think when it's weight class, people can sort of like, if they've got a bit of a background of training, they can come in and just sort of like get to that top level straight away in the weight classes. But the opens is fucking hard graft in it, and you are still like skyrocketing up there each year, getting better and
Well,
better, aren't
thanks.
you?
Yeah, I think next year I'm going for an off season. I think. Because I feel like I've only been doing it 2 years and I've always just been in a prep. And I feel like there's still some events that I've never even touched. So I'm nowhere near the opens class that I should be at, considering I've done Natty Worlds. So yeah, I think I'm having next year to train in the background and focus on what I need to, and maybe do like a few gym, like fun car park comps,
Yeah.
rather than the whirlwind that this year has been doing worlds and UKs and Englands.
Yeah, I
It's been
think that's a
amazing,
good
don't get me
idea.
wrong, like it's been an amazing year. I just think because I'm not planning on leaving the sport anytime soon, 1 year off to just become like full savage will be
Yeah.
better for me in the long run.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a really sensible way to do it because it's all consuming that comp like lifestyle. And now we've got so many comps spread across the full year. You don't get a chance to have like an off season within the year. Like you're either competing or you're not, aren't you?
Yeah, and like OSG starts the end of January, and
Mm,
then UKNS kicks off in February, and then UKNS next year is starting Europe's for the first time. So there's another one to like throw into the mix.
yeah.
And comp prep is like it's hard work. You don't realize until after it. I think that's why comp blues are so extreme, because you realize how much you've put the rest of your life on hold. And like, right, I've got to travel to York today because I need to use a rubber ball, or I've got to go
Yeah.
down here. Like me and my friends went up to Scotland for those rubber stones, and you think like, oh my God, I'm that much of a gym rat that I will travel to Scotland for a weekend to pick up a piece of rubber.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But it's wild, isn't it? What you'll sacrifice to do for the sport
Yeah,
because you just get so obsessed with it. Like me and Emma have been up to Edinburgh a couple of times just for like a day trip. We just go up for the
yeah.
day to train, and you think if someone had said to me, "Oh, we drive up to Edinburgh, come and see me," I'd be like, "That's a lot of effort, that
No, I'll meet in the
mate."
middle. Meet in the middle somewhere, but no.
Yeah, but then someone's like, "Would you want to go and train a Fingal's finger or play with some rubber
Yeah,
balls?" And I'm like, "Oh, all right then, yeah, no bother, mate. I'll pay you a day pass as well." Like, it's mad, isn't it? But right, well,
yeah.
let's get straight into it then before we talk about too much good strongman stuff. So, what has been your strongwoman high then, Alice?
I would have to say the community that is strongman. So from anyone on an outsider, you wouldn't think the competitors would be as like lovely to you as they are.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't find your chalk, or your chalk's rubbish, and someone's like, "Borrow mine." And you're like, "But I'm about to go up there and try and beat you."
Yeah.
And it's so strange. I don't feel like you can describe it to anyone who isn't in the circle of it.
Yeah.
But, like, one of the girls at Worlds lost her belt, and I was like, "You can use mine as long as you're not up on the same time as me, that's fine. Like, have you tried this technique?" And it's just like, it's a family. And even, like, people from Worlds that were from Puerto Rico, and, like, were just like, "Oh, yeah, come and chill with us, come and sit with us." Like, it's just so lovely. It's so
Yeah.
lovely. You can't have a bad day, even if all the events are going wrong. If it's, like, the day from hell, there'll still be someone there who comes over when you're crying, and they're like, "I don't know you, but you're doing really well." And it's just so
Yeah.
lovely. It is literally
Yeah.
so lovely. And, like, at the
100%.
Middlesbrough last year, I was terrified up against you, Holly, and Claire, and I was like, "What? How have I ended up in this little situation?" But it's just
Yeah.
like, you forget, don't you, that you are there for a competition, and it's just
100%.
everyone's, like, rooting for you, and you can hear it back in all your videos, like, just
Yeah.
total strangers cheering you on, and I just don't think there's a better feeling, to be honest.
No, I totally agree. And I think it's interesting as well that like you can do like sort of the grassroots or like fun gym comps like Middlesbrough's, or you could be doing worlds and the vibe is the same. Like
Mhm.
no matter what, like whether it's super competitive or whether it's like just for a bit of crack, the vibe's still usually pretty similar. Like everyone is just there to have a nice time and enjoy themselves and like wants everybody
Yeah,
to do well.
and there's, like, someone's nan sat in the corner cheering you on, who's never seen anything you're doing before in your life, and they're just like, "Yeah, go on," and you'll be warming up and someone will be cheering for you because they just think what you're doing is amazing. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love an ego boost, like, it's great. It's just great.
It's such an ego boost, and I remember that year that I did Natty Worlds, 2023 or 4, whatever, would 2024, the one that I pulled out of. And I always remember Kyle Scott's mum coming up to me after I'd pulled out and just being like, "It's okay, like you're so good at this, like you just like look after yourself, and like we're here to support you." And I've never met this woman before in my life, and I was just like, you're just the nicest person. Like, I
Mm,
just needed that off of you, off of pretty much a stranger. But I was like, just class that, like,
yeah.
absolutely minting it.
There's a picture of me and Annabelle after Worlds, like, we'd just done the Zercher into the sandbag, and she's lying on the floor crying, and I'm just lying on top of her, like, hugging her, also crying, and we're covered in chalk, sweat, and I've only met the girl, like, 3 times. Like, I love her, but I'd only met her about 3 times, and we're both just lying on top of each other crying, and I just don't think it can sum the sport up any better, to be honest. The people are just class. I feel like
Yeah.
everyone's really down to earth. Everyone's got good crack. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I always remember the first competition I ever did in Doncaster. I took my mum with me and like just for a bit of moral support because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, we'll see how this goes. And I remember my mum used to come with me when I did like freestyle disco dancing comps like fucking 15 years ago. And she hated them. She absolutely hated them. Like it was really bitchy. It was all like just a bit intense. It was an intense environment all day. And I remember speaking to her about strongman and she was like, I don't know if I want to do more comps with you. Like I've spent a lot of your childhood taking you to competitions. Like we don't need it in adulthood as well. And I was like, no, it'll be different. You'll really enjoy this. And she came and she was like, this is what is going on. She was like, there was people who were competing against you, shouting at you to help to try and like and help you. And I was like, yeah, no, it's good, isn't it? And she's just like, I can't get my head around this. This is bizarre. Like she absolutely loved it. But I think that's a pull for the sport as well, isn't it? That everyone in it, even spectators, get so invested in everybody
Yeah,
competing. It makes you
yeah.
feel
My
better, doesn't it?
my mum, dad, and my brother haven't missed one of my comps since I started. As soon as I say there's a comp, my mum's like, right, I've got the day off work. Me and dad are going to travel up. We're going to get a hotel. They're there before I am, panicking that I've not turned up yet. And I'm like, it's fine. It's literally not until you don't need to be there till midday. I don't need to be there until like 2 hours before. And they're there with like the little snack bags with all the food in, trying to feed me and stuff. And they've not got a clue. My dad's like, have you got your tacky on? I'm like, no, dad, I'm doing log. He's like, right, okay. Okay. He's like, what do you need to do now? And he's there with a little stopwatch, like, so he knows whether or not the ref's got the right time. I'm like, Dad, you can't be doing this. Like, just breathe, just breathe and calm down.
Proper invested in you. I like that though. It's nice, isn't it?
It
And it's
is.
weird because you don't get that much as an adult, do you? Either like when you sort of turn like 21, 22, you're sort of like, oh, I'm an adult now and everything's a bit shit. And then you suddenly enter this world of like weird strongman where everyone loves it and your mum and dad are super supportive of you and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's like being a kid again. Like
My
so much
nan
fun.
so my nan always asks to watch my videos, but she watches them with her eyes closed until it's finished. But I'm like, "Nan, I'm okay because 'cause I'm, like, sat next to you, so I'm not injured." And then she's like, "What is that you're lifting up? Is that?" And I'll say something, she's like, "So did you say it was 2 kilos?" I'm like, "No, Nan, it's like 200." And it's just she can't comprehend the weights, and I don't think people can unless you're actually like with the yoke and stuff when you're running with like 240 on your back. It's so like some of the stuff is so heavy and so wild that people can't really comprehend what you're actually doing.
Yeah,
Like when you think that's
100%.
like Donna yesterday with the dumbbell,
Yeah,
like that's like the average
insane.
woman
Yeah,
single-handed above her head. Like
absolutely
it's
crazy.
absolutely like, and it was such an easy rep as well. Like
I know. She's just insane though, isn't she? So that was at under 82 kilos. British record, wasn't it? 73
yeah,
kilos on the dumbbell, which I know she's been gunning for a while, so I'm buzzing she got it. But yeah, like it looked so easy. Like she probably had more in the tank there.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Class. I love that. What's been like your favourite like competition then from the last couple of years that you've been in the sport?
I absolutely loved Worlds, and I think that was because I knew podium was out of my reach, so the pressure went, and I just wanted to go and say that I'd done Worlds within 2 years of starting. And I was like, I'm happy with last. I'm happy to come last because then I'd still be like 16th in the world, and that's still mental. And then I ended up coming second to Angelica Jardine on the deadlift.
Class.
And I was like,
Oh my
sorry,
God.
how's that? Yeah. And then I came mid pack, I came seventh. Then I was like, oh my God, like that's absolutely mental. So that was definitely my favourite. I think
Yeah.
most of the UKNS ones, to be fair, have been good this year.
Yeah.
UK's, I wasn't happy with my performance, and it was a long, like it was an emotional day. Like everyone was crying, like it was so many hormonal girls. It was unreal. Yeah.
Always dramatic in it. I feel like
Oh yeah.
sometimes it is a bit like that. But in general, I think UK, like the natural strongman comps are absolutely mint. Have you done any OSG comps?
No, so I was toying with it next year, but that's when I've decided to have my year off. So it'll be the year after I go into OSG. I
Nice,
felt like I
nice.
was just a bit too new to go in next year in
Yeah,
January. I don't know, like I don't know. I think I'm just too scared. And then oh, I've just always been in a prep, and I just don't want to be. I want to be able to just max out on something random like a Zercher, or
yeah,
and just not have the pressure of you've got 7 weeks, you've got to max this out, or you've got to get this for reps. Just take that pressure off and see what I can build without the stress of it all, maybe. But
yeah.
you
I think
watch,
that's a really
I'll
good
do like a
idea.
late sign up to something. I know I will. I'll
I
get
know. I feel like
FOMO.
the minute you said it, I thought I should be signed up to
No, I've
something
not
by the
officially
end of the
told
year.
Rosie either, so there's still chance for it to be. But I'm like, if I tell enough people, then I have to stick to my word. So
Yeah, to be fair, I do that as well. If I have something that I really don't want to do, I just tell loads of people about it because I'll definitely do it then. Just
yeah,
pure like pressure of embarrassment of embarrassing
yeah,
myself of
yeah,
saying that I'm going to do something then not doing it because I hate
yeah. So I am doing it. I am doing
that.
a year off.
you you will be. Apart from if there's like a fun little gym comp just for a bit crack.
Yeah,
Keep your
yeah, just like
toes
a
dipped
fun.
in.
Yeah, yeah, like a car park comp's fun. I'll do one of
Yeah.
those ones, but none of the pathways.
Yeah. I think that's a good shout. To be fair, I've had this year. No, I did some pathways. I did OSG pathway a little bit this year. Not very well though. But again, like I think I probably just should have taken this year out and not done pathways. But I was so desperate to be back after my bicep. I was like, fuck it, it'll be all right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it fucked up anyway, and I didn't really make it through. So like next year now, I'm going to focus, I think, just on the natty pathway. I might look at Europe's like for OSG later in the year, but it's one of them. Like, there's so many like different things to choose from now. Like, what do you choose? What do you go with?
yeah. Because you've got the online qualifiers as well, haven't you? So you've just pretty much got to like map out your prep, especially if you guys weight cutting as well.
Yeah,
Gross,
it's
gross.
terrible. The only benefit that I've found with the weight cut at the moment is that because I'm doing so much running, I can't keep weight on. Like I'm sitting about 84. This is the closest I've ever sat to my weight category in years. So I'm like, this is the one, this running man, this is the one. So I've clapped it for next year now. I'm gonna just have some little runs in between me preps just to sort of keep me ticking over with it and
I
keep that
literally
weight
couldn't
off.
think of anything worse as an open girl.
Oh yeah, no. As an 82, it's fucking terrible, mate. I hate it. Every time I go out for runs, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever
Yeah,
decided to
people say
do.
like you'll get runner's high. Nope. I literally just think after why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I'd rather run with a heavy sandbag for sprints than I would for like a long run. And that's saying something
Oh.
because that's also gross.
I don't know, like, I think sandbag runs for me, I've always loved, like, a max distance, but I feel like as I've got slightly older, I've liked them less and less. I've started to struggle with it now, and I'm like, no, not a big fan of this. I don't wanna carry anything while I'm running, I just wanna run.
No, I wouldn't
Make
like a
it as
max
easy.
distance. I wouldn't like max distance, but I don't mind like a quick like load it because it's short.
Yeah,
It's short cardio. I've not got to
yeah.
like breathe for long.
Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a fair shout, yeah. Right, well, let's move on then, ruin the good vibes. So, what has been your strong woman low then?
Interestingly, it's also been comps. So it's been when I've competed with the men
Ooh, ooh.
because I've obviously as an opens girl, I'm sort of around like men's beginners novice. So I've struggled to find like heavy open weight comps that haven't been a pathway, like the random gym comps. The
Yeah,
opens women, it's the uptake's not great because everyone's always on the OSG or the natty pathway. But so I've signed up to two that have been with the men, and they've just been horrible. They've
really?
it's like yeah, honestly. So the first one, no one would speak to me in my category, and was like walking all over my straps and my chalk on the floor when I was trying to warm up. And then when it was my turn to like start deadlifting, they all just went silent and like weren't looking at me or anything. Like it was horrendous. And then the one I did this year, the organisers had messages when the athlete list went out. I'm like, oh, we think there's been a mistake. There's a girl, and they were like, yeah, she's signed up for it. You know, I think I signed up to the women's opens actually, and it got cancelled. And I was like, can I jump in with the men then? Because I've paid, I've been prepping.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, like go for it. If you think that's what you're capable of, like go for it. Um, and they had messages like, well, she's actually like a national athlete, so she shouldn't be competing. Will she still get points because she's a woman in the men's category? Um, and then someone actually came up to me on the day and was like, so are you only doing this because you're like on gear? And I was like, first of all, I'm
Rude.
not. And even if I was, like, it's a car park comp. Like, it literally
Who
doesn't matter
cares?
at
Yeah,
all. And why are you like worried about me stealing points off you at a random competition in someone's car
yeah,
park? Like,
yeah.
yeah, like they
Bizarre.
just yeah, like most of the guys I've met through the sport have been incredible, but just those two comps, like in the competitive side of it, were absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting point to make because I genuinely believe that the men are way more competitive than we are, like
Mhm.
way more. Like it's a different level of competitiveness. There's still a bit of good crack between them and the friends, but I don't think it's as like as community based as the strong women's side is.
No, and
Definitely
you'd think
not.
really like fair play to me going up against, I think it was like 14 lads. Why wouldn't you just be like, oh my God, that's amazing? I think Josh Lancaster did a video on it about whether or not it should just be like men's comps or women's, or whether it should just be these are the weights and enter what you think you can. Because
Yeah,
there's a crossover, isn't there, between like weight class men, weight class women, like the weights that we can do sometimes are quite close. But
yeah,
there's such a stigma around
100%.
women doing men's comps. Like, why would you be threatened?
100%. It doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I was a bit on the fence about this, about women competing in men's comps. But then I also think I like what you said about like the open weights of like, especially a lot of these like sort of grassroots car park competitions. The open weight women, like, you never get sign ups. You don't. As someone who now owns a gym and has put on multiple competitions for open weight women, like, fucking hell. It's like pulling teeth trying to get people to
Hmm.
sign up for them comps. It's really hard. And the chances are, yes, by the time it gets there, you're gonna have one or two rocking up. And like in my mind, yeah, chuck them in with the men's novice. Like chuck them in the
Yeah,
men's
yeah.
inners. If they feel like that's acceptable, at least they've got an opportunity to compete then, especially at that like sort of fun level of competition where it's not n going into a national
Yeah,
level
it's not a
competition.
qualifier, yeah. I wanted to do it to hit it was a 75 log, I think, the one I did earlier on in the year. 75 log in a medley, and it was a 200 axle. So I was like, "They're perfect for me to try and hit on a comp day, in comp day
Yeah,
situations and conditions without, like you say, being on a scoreboard and not qualifying for the next pathway." Like,
yeah,
it was the perfect opportunity for me, and it was a max yoke, so there was no way I wasn't gonna do that.
yeah.
Um, like, of course, it was my idea. I think he'd put a poll up. It was Tom Place. He'd put a poll up saying like, what events do you want me to do?" And I was like, obviously Max Yoke, thinking like, there's no way anyone's going to agree to that because the admin behind that is
The
chaos.
logistics, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. So I went in and did a Max Yoke, beat
Fuck yeah.
everybody in the beginners men's and half of the inters men's,
Class. God,
which
I
is
bet they
probably why they
hated
all hated
that.
me. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I just do what you want to do. Like, do whatever comp you want to do, whatever, obviously not people when they do beginners and they've already won like 3 beginners, but if the weights are
Yeah.
challenging for you, do it. Why?
100%. And I don't think there needs to be an issue between like women competing against men. I feel like that's men with small ego, well, big egos, just being like
Mm,
bitches, basically.
yeah.
But like, I do, I'm trying to see it from their point of view, but I can't.
It wasn't
It's too
like we were winning
childish.
money. Yeah, it wasn't like we were winning money. It wasn't like,
Yeah, all you're gonna get is a fucking plastic trophy, mate. Who cares?
yeah, like the way they were trying to psych me out when I was doing my deadlifts, like the way the whole of my category just like stormed around me and watched me in silence. So best believe I pulled the best warm up of my life. Like, if anything, it just helped me more because I was like, right, I'm going to show you. I'm
Yeah,
going
if
to
you're gonna be
absolutely show
dicks,
you.
then I'm gonna be an
Yeah.
arsehole
And
now.
the thing
See
is,
ya.
like, everyone not in my category, all the lads not in my category were cheering me on, were like so lovely to me. It was literally just the ones in my category that wouldn't speak to me. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm really not threatening, babes. I'm really not threatening.
No, and also, like, at the end of the day, who cares? I feel like it's very much, though, that if they got beat by a girl, they'd be like, "Oh, as if I've just got beat
Mm,
by a girl." But then again, like, they've sort of argued it themselves as well by saying you're a national level athlete. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna get beat. Like, if you've only been doing strongman a year, like fucking 6 months or whatever, and you've got into your first novice comp, and there's a national level opens women's athlete there, she's probably gonna smash you. Like,
yeah, yeah.
that's just how it is. You enjoy the comp experience, learn a bit from her. Buzzing.
hmm
Mm,
Exactly what you said.
these boys and their little egos, dearie me. I know. I've seen a few. There's been a few girls that I've seen who've done like novice men's competitions, and I actually think it's just fucking like you said. It's just a bit of crack in it. Just a bit of
Yeah,
crack.
and to be fair, there's more people. So, like you said, usually women's opens comps, there's 2 or 3 max competitors, whereas novice men is usually very, very stacked. So, if you actually want to have some competition, it's your best jumping in with the lads.
Yeah, 100%. And I think as well, like you said, the availability of opens women's comps that aren't in a pathway, you've got
hmm
no chance. Like, if you see a novice
No.
men's and you think, "Oh, that would be a bit of crack, actually," I'll just see if they'll let me do it. Like, even if you say I'll just guest lift, like, I don't even really care
Yeah,
where I come. Like,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
count me in the points. Just let me guest lift. Like, just a bit of crack in it.
yeah. And
Oh,
there's nothing better than getting what you want in a comp day, like in terms of a lift or something. Securing a PB on a comp day is like well earned, isn't it? It's not like a gym
yeah,
PB. It's like I've earned
no.
that.
100%. And I do think as well, like going and doing comp like run throughs at comps that don't really matter is super important, especially when you get to that point where you're doing a lot of national pathways and every comp you go to is quite stressful and you've got a lot of pressure on yourself. Go and do a fun comp where you're going to actually like enjoy yourself and not worry about what's happening and where you're coming in
Yeah,
the fucking pack.
in like hindsight, I wish it's what I'd have done more. So I did one comp beginners and then jumped straight into the old BNSF
Hmm.
England's. And then from then, I've only ever really done the national comps with a few random ones thrown in between. But I wish I'd have spent more time not stressing, even though it doesn't matter anyway. Like, but just doing the fun stuff at the start rather than
Yeah.
jumping straight into England's that I won. So that wasn't obviously it was amazing, but my name was just like out there straight away, and I was like, oh my god, I've only done a random beginners comp in Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
And then and then winning England's coming second at Brits, like it was a lot for my little head who'd only just done like a 55 log.
Yeah. And then you feel like the pressure's on you then as well, don't you? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
fucking hell. And then the next comp you go to, you think, well, I won that one, so now I'm going to have to fucking try hard because everyone's going to be watching me coming out to this. And it fills you with like,
yeah.
oh, fucking hell. Like, this is
And in the
a lot
grand
more
scheme of things,
stressful.
people probably aren't even bothered. Like, but in
That's
my
not
little
what
head, I'm
brain
like, oh
says,
my
though.
God, no, no, it's not what my brain says at all.
And I think it's easier to be told that or to tell somebody that. But when you actually try and think it yourself, you're like, but yeah, someone
Mm.
will, though. Someone will be bothered.
Yeah, and then you listen back on the live stream after, and they'll be like, right, this is Alice, and then they start running through all the facts that you've told them on the spreadsheet beforehand, and just like, oh my God, like
The pressure.
the pressure, yeah, the pressure.
No, no good. Well, I'm sad. That's like because we haven't had a lot of strong woman lows recently on here. I get a lot of people that just like, I don't have any, and I'm like, come on, give us some drama.
I had to really think about it, to be fair, because touch wood, I've not really been injured, touch wood.
Touch wood.
Um, touch wood. I had my head glued back together, but that's like nothing, is it really?
Nah, that's just a bit cracking it.
And
That.
I was just trying to buy for a log and I went back too much. Like it's my own fault. Um, yeah, I feel like I haven't got many lows.
Yeah. No, I like that one though because I think it's
Yeah.
brought up an interesting conversation as well of how much more competitive the men are. I'm actually going to try and speak to the KLC Strongcast boys because we're maybe going to do a little joint episode together about like
Ah,
men's
cute.
mental health and stuff. So I'll ask them that. I'll see what they think. I'll see what
Mm,
their opinions are on whether the girls are more competitive than the boys. It's definitely the boys.
yeah. I feel like the boys' claws come out on comp day more than girls,
Yeah,
I would say.
you're more likely to see a boy throw his belt across the room than a girl
Yeah. Girls just
every day of the
cry.
week. Yeah,
You
yeah,
just see us like crying at the corner, trying to pour some oats down us or a pancake.
yeah, absolutely.
Or walking around
Crying,
with our tenor ladies, like, I'm gonna
yeah,
go to the toilet, be back in a minute.
complaining we've all pissed ourselves, and we're just like, oh, again. Yeah, class crack that though, class crack for the girls, but interesting. Well, something to think about then. Right, we'll move on to the third question then. So you've only been in the sport a very short time, but what would you say to yourself when you first started? Now,
Um, just go for it. Go balls to the walls and just go for it. Like how scared I was, I'm so annoyed I didn't start this sooner. And
yeah,
I was watching, and like I used to hate following the strong women because now I know it's because I was jealous. But I was like, no, I don't like this sport. No, I like watching the men, don't want to watch the girls. And it's just because I was jealous that I wasn't starting it and I wasn't doing it. Like it's so stupid. I probably follow more women now than I did before. Um,
yeah,
and I'm so invested in it all now. But yeah, just to go for it.
yeah,
I'm gonna die at
absolutely.
one point anyway. Why would I not do something that's actually brought me the happiest and like best version of myself, really?
100%.
Yeah.
I really like that though. I like that like that's how you came into the sport where you were like, no, fuck these girls, and then now you're like,
Yeah,
oh
like
my god, the community.
it's so humbling for me to say that I literally, yeah, I used to absolutely hate watching the women. And I'd be like, no, oh no. Men are fit, I'll watch them, but no, those women, no
Yeah.
thank you. And now I'm like, oh my God, babe, you did it and you beat me, but I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, fuck those boys. We don't care about them anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just wish I wasn't as scared as my brain told me I was and just
Yeah,
went for it because even if I didn't enjoy it, I'd have just like at least I would have known.
yeah,
And I think if I would never have started it, I would never have known and would never have brought me this much like joy.
yeah,
And like all
100%.
the friends that I've made, the memories, like the places that I've been, it's been amazing. I've only been doing it 2 years, so like
Yeah,
I'm really excited to see where it's going to take me.
yeah, 100%. I think it just changes your lifestyle altogether, doesn't it? Like, do you feel like
Yeah.
your mentality is different from when you first started to now?
Yeah, my mentality is, and then recently I've done the hypnotherapy sessions with Chloe Brennan
Oh yeah, how good are
because
they?
on it, I didn't realize I'd actually changed. And then like the last few weeks has been my best ever training sessions. Like I just wanted to get more fired up in training. On comp day I can bring it, and I was pulling like stupid numbers that I wouldn't be able to like pull in the gym. So I
Yeah.
wanted to like bridge that gap between the two, and the confidence it's given me, even though I don't feel more confident, it's obviously some weird epiphany's gone on. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm feeling pretty savage at the moment actually. So like
Hell
it's
yeah.
yeah, but no, it's
Yeah.
definitely changed my life. Like the priorities now are so much more different than they used to be.
Yeah.
Um and like my outlook on life and stuff, it's obviously I have my bad days when I'm at the gym and something's not gone right and I will still cry. Um I've pulled some very dramatic faces still. Sorry to everyone that trains with me. Um but yeah, on the whole, I'd say it's been for the best.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. But I feel like from being in strongman for me, like it has changed my outlook on life completely and the way that I feel in myself. But I also think those fucking Chloe Brennan hypno sessions are shit hot. She did some for me for my deadlift for like because I was having like panic attacks going into the gym because I had to deadlift and I was like, this is not on. Like this is ridiculous. Like,
No, not
I'm
when you
meant to be
choose
doing
to
this
do
for
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't be fucking forcing myself into the gym and then having a panic attack because I don't want to do a deadlift. Like this is fucking stupid. And I only had 2 sessions with her, and honestly, it was game changing, absolutely game changing for me. It's made a huge difference.
We had so mine was like a 4 session thing. So we had 2 hypnotherapy sessions and then 2 like group sessions. But the group chat that we're in like still goes off now with people like messaging and stuff.
Yeah,
So did you do it like one to one with her?
yeah, I just paid her 1-to-1, yeah, and literally, like, I've had some right conversations with Chloe to the point where now I'm a bit like, "Well, I probably do need therapy, actually, Chloe." Like, she's she's done like friend therapy for me for a little bit, but I'm like, I should probably be paying you for this, like. But yeah, I just did the 1-to-1 sessions with her, and like, I was convinced I wouldn't get caught by hypno. I was like, "There's no way you'll hypnotize me. I'm just going to lie here still, and you're going to be talking, and I'm going to be fully conscious of what's going on." And that she started fucking talking. Honestly, I was out like that, out like a light.
Isn't it like the weirdest? Because I can still like I can hear words, but then I'd wake up while like open my eyes again, and she'd be saying like what she was talking to us about, and I was like, I don't remember a tree with pictures hanging on it, like,
Yeah, that's
but
what
I'm
I
not
was like.
asleep. Like I wasn't asleep, but I don't remember what just happened to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. And she was like, because she sent me the recordings afterwards so I could listen to them again. And I'm talking back to her and answering questions. And I'm like, I don't remember doing any of this. I was
No.
out.
She says like it still works because your brain's still awake and like your brain's doing the work for you, just not consciously aware of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not complaining because it's worked, but it's a bit creepy.
100%. Well, that's why I wanted to go to her for that, is because I knew, like, there was no amount of me telling myself that I was all right and that I wasn't like going to hurt myself deadlifting and that I was going to be okay doing this. It didn't matter how many times I told myself that. It was like my subconscious was like, nah, we don't like this. It's scary. And I was like, getting so annoyed because I just couldn't do anything to stop that. Like I couldn't
Mm.
fix that at all. And then she did those sessions, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was fucking easy, wasn't it? Should have done this fucking years ago."
Yeah, yeah. I literally just wanted to do it to just try and be a bit more savage in training. I'd always hit what I needed to, but it just never was. It was all just like I'd pull
Yeah,
180 for 2 and I'd be bloody hitching both of them, go and comp and pull it for like 8. So the gap between the two was just like absolutely mental. So Rose was like, if you could be savage in training as well as comp, that would be great. And it would mean you could actually like your progression would be even better. And then I saw that she had like a few spaces left on her sessions, and I was like, "Ooh, this could be like a good little investment." And yeah,
hell
shame I'm having a
yeah.
year out now, so I won't even know if it works properly in comp. But never mind.
Nah, well, that the thing is that'll work like later though, because if you can be more savage in training now for your off season, then you're going to be
Mm,
even more savage when you go back to competing.
yeah, good point.
So
Good point.
all it's gonna do is just build up levels of savageness so that when you come back, you're gonna
Nice.
be like fucking straight up to the top. Get me on that fucking podium at Worlds, boys.
Yeah, if
Hell
Angelica could
yeah.
just miss that year, that'd be great.
I know. To be fair,
I
the
love her.
Opens,
I love her, but
yeah, having Angelica there feels like a really unfair advantage. Like for her.
she was warming up on the comp weights.
Of course she was. Yeah,
with her
gosh, she
socks
was.
and her flip-flops and her
No,
music on, just like absolutely vibing away. And she was the
yeah.
nicest person ever. And we were all just in awe of her. She probably got so fed up because we were like, "Can we have a picture? Can we have a picture? You're so amazing." Like fangirling all day. And she was just there, absolutely like chilling, socks, flip-flops, just waiting for us all to finish our warm-ups. And then she'd go in at comp weight and just like sprint with it. And we were all like,
Oh, shit.
"How? What?" I think she pull the 190 for like 11, and it was like
Yeah, something
speed rep,
crazy.
like no hit, no hitch. But, oh, just absolutely mental.
She's just insane, and it's so cool that she did that pathway and got to and went to Worlds. Like, I think that was like the little bump of like, this is legit, that natural strongman needed, because like having
Mhm.
the level of athlete like her go, fuck yeah, I'm gonna come and do this. Like, this looks like good
Yeah.
crack. Is meant, especially when like there's no prize money. Like, the only comps I know she's done in the last year have been like the Rogue and Arnold and like stuff that's going to be big prize money, and then she goes to just fucking Galway for Natty Worlds because she wants to. Like,
Yeah.
that's class, that, isn't it?
We all went out after, and we all went to the same bar, and it has never been a crazier situation than my friends sat on one side of the bar next to me, and the other side was like Annabelle, Angelica, and the two worlds colliding. There's a video of us all dancing to Justin Bieber, and I was just like, how has my life come to this? That like my friends are that side, and like world's strongest women are that side of me. Absolutely crazy.
It's mad, isn't it? But I think that's what makes the sport so special now. Like, I think it's gonna change obviously as the sport grows and gets bigger and bigger. But right now, like, you can go and compete with the world's strongest women and then go out and have a bit of crack with them and make friends, and like,
Yeah,
it's such a fucking good vibe of a community, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, 100%.
I
I
love
feel
it.
like it's doing really well as like for women as well recently. I feel like the women's side of it is absolutely taking off because when I started 2 years ago, it was like just starting to take off.
Yeah,
Whereas now, like, was there about 25 of us at England's this year for the
yeah,
Opens, which
it's
is absolutely
mad.
crazy for that many Opens women. Like,
100%.
it's so good. So it's quite exciting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what like the natty pathway is like next year. I think it'll be absolutely class. Like,
Don't tell
it'll
me
be.
because I want to do it.
Nah, you
Don't
don't
say
need
these
to.
things.
No, you can. It'll be there next year. Well, not next year. The year after. It'll be there the year after. You can come back
Okay.
to it then. No biggie. We want to see you be this full savage next
Yeah, I feel like I put
2027.
pressure on myself now, haven't I? Talking about me not liking pressure on myself. I'm gonna come out full savage.
Like, I'm having a year out because I want to be a savage. Now you're like, oh no, too much pressure on myself.
Yeah, just like
Shouldn't have done
crop
this.
that bit of the video out, please.
No, you said before you want people to know about these things so that you do it. We're leaving
Mhm.
it in.
Okay.
Right. Well, let's move on then. Let's do the final part of the podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm just crashing into everything. I can't sit still because my legs are killing. But right, we're gonna do the silly goose part.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
So, first of all, do you have a silly goose that you would like to bring to the table?
I do.
Oh, exciting. Okay, let's go.
So apparently, you have 6 doppelgangers in the world. So 6 people that are sort of like look like you. Do you
Yeah.
reckon you could beat all 6 of them in a fight?
Yeah.
Do you? I reckon you
Yeah.
could, to be fair.
Every day of the week. I just reckon, like, I'd hope that my doppelgangers, I'm assuming they're going to all be female. Does that mean the same gender, or would there be boys and girls? It's just people that look like you.
Yeah, but like doppelgangers are meant to be like absolute spitting images of you.
Yeah, I think this all the time, like, because I've seen a couple of doppelgangers where, like, I've met people or I've seen people, and then, like, you see the same person again, and you're like, ah, and then I'm like, that's not the same fucking person. What the fuck?
Mm,
Like, it's
it's
a
really
bizarre
creepy.
concept, in it? Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I reckon I could fucking do all of them in like every single one of them.
I
An
love that unwavering belief in yourself. Like, obviously,
unfiltered air of confidence where I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I'd smash every single one of you, and if I didn't, you'd be scared enough of me to think for a second before they attacked me, and that's when I'd fill them in. There's game plans behind all of this. Do you reckon you could?
Yeah. We're
See?
both strong women. Like, we've got to, haven't we? We've got to. I've not seen a doppelganger in Strongman that looks like me, so
No. I'd like to meet a
like,
doppelganger of myself, though. I would like to meet one just to like,
yeah, I've always wondered like what I'd look like through my own eyes if I didn't, like, not through a mirror, like if I actually saw me. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Do you- I think as well, so I think this all the time because I've got a bit of like, not body dysmorphia, but face dysmorphia, where sometimes I just don't recognise myself. I'm like, who the fuck, who's that? And then I'm like, oh shit, that's me. Like, so I think I would struggle if I met someone who looked exactly like me, because I'd be like, I don't know if that is looking like me or not. Like, what do I look like? I
no,
can't work
I've
this
definitely
out.
got body dysmorphia, so I'd love to see. I'm like, it's like, what's she looking like? Is she looking all right?
Yeah, what do you actually look like? It's a weird concept though, that isn't it, of what you actually
Mm,
look like, not in
yeah.
photos in a mirror.
And the fact there's 6 people on average that actually look like your absolute double,
Yeah,
that aren't like
weird.
related to you at all, don't even live like in the same country or anything, but just are your twin.
I wonder, firstly, if there's so many things that I'm thinking about now. I wonder if the doppelganger's family also look like your family, or whether it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
random selection. And I also, what was my other thought with doppelgangers? I wonder if certain people have more than 6, because I feel like there's some people who have really like recognizable features, and like you sort of see the same thing over and over again. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean? Like,
there's like lookalike competitions, isn't there?
yeah. Yeah, maybe some people surely have more than one doppelganger. Look, more than 6, I mean.
But how do you go about finding them? Like, how would I find someone that looks like me?
I don't know. I wonder if you could do that Google search, where you do the reverse image search and you just search a picture of your face.
I
But then
don't
it's
think
just
I want to see the results. Like, I don't want to see those results.
my biggest problem is it'll just be all of my shit posting, won't it? For me to find a doppelganger, I'd have to find someone who shit posts as much as I do, and
Yeah,
that
because
feels nearly impossible.
I already get told I look like who is it with the black hair from Harry Potter? Snape.
Snape?
Like, and
That feels like a
Lord
burn. That
Farquaad. No,
I
like it
wouldn't
is.
take that.
This is why I don't want to Google it, because I get told I look like Lord Farquaad. I get told I look like Snape.
I feel
Like
like that's just
I,
because you've got black hair. Like, there's
it's
no.
the black short. Yeah, it's the black short.
I
And
didn't.
I did dress up as Lord Farquaad for a party, and I went in on my knees and everything, like
Oh
with
no! So
tights
you've
like hanging
started
around my
that.
leg. Yeah, it's a great picture.
Amazing. I'd like to see that photo. I bet that's fucking
I'll send it to you at the
hilarious.
end of this. Yeah.
Class. Well, I was going to ask you a silly goose question, because I've asked somebody this already on the podcast, but I'm going to ask it again, which I know will upset everybody. But it's because I stole it off of you, though. This is the problem. So I saw you put a post up that was, what 5 things would you put in a pentagram to summon me? And I just think that's a fucking great question. I love it. So I want to know which 5 things you would put in a pentagram to summon you.
A can of Monster.
Solid.
Oh, a Sunday roast, but with
Oh,
like all the
solid.
Christmas trimmings, like not just a normal roast, like Sunday, like Christmas dinner,
Hell yeah.
pigs and blankets. Oh my God, like
5 things is a lot of things, isn't it?
yeah, it is that I want enough to be summoned every time.
Yeah.
A country boy
A country boy.
singing country music to me, that would summon me immediately on like a little ranch,
Wouldn't need
with
the other
some
4,
cows.
just one.
It's just no. Maybe like a cute dog, like a golden retriever,
Yeah.
or yeah, a dog. A Max yoke,
Oh, yeah. Solid.
of course.
Solid
If there's a
choices.
yoke there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Is that
Yeah.
my 5?
Country boy, yoke, dog, Sunday roast,
Monster.
monster. Yeah,
Yeah, there we
that's your
go.
5. Yeah, I can't. To be
Yeah.
honest, I can't even remember what I said on when I asked it to this other person. I can't remember what I said, but I know that there would have been a vape in there, because that's my lifeblood at the moment, which doesn't make sense because I'm also running a lot. So I'm like just trying to slowly
Yeah,
kill
your lungs
myself
are having
while
a
also
whole
make myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just putting them through the most amount of pressure they've ever been in just to see if they make it. Like fuck you, lungs. Let's see how good you really are. But yeah, I'm sure I said vape. I'd probably put dog in there. I reckon a dog. I feel like my things have changed though. I had Kinder Egg because I fucking love a Kinder Egg. I'll
That's the
pretty much,
thing, like I feel like already I could change and say instead of a country boy, just like a really big, strong man.
yeah.
Like it
This
depends what mood
is
I'm in as to what I want in that pentagram.
yeah. It'll depend. It'll depend. I think that's the thing. It'll just change, wouldn't it? It would
And I'm too
change.
indecisive.
I feel like if it had to stay the same all the time, I'd probably say £1,000 as well, like £1,000 in cash. I'd pretty much do anything for
Yeah,
a
like at
day for
this level,
£1,000 in
I'd say
cash.
500 quid. I'd be there.
Yeah, to be
50
fair.
quid, I'd think about it, to be honest. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen if I get summoned?
Yeah, who knows? If you've got 50 quid, mate, especially if it's a £50 note as well, bougie. I love
Mm,
getting one of them.
mm.
I love
You
it, but
can't
then I
use them
hate
anywhere,
it.
though, can you? Yeah.
You sometimes can. There's some little off licenses that I know that I use them in, but yeah, they're fucking hard to get rid of. Like once you got them, but I always, whenever I whip them out somewhere, I'm just like, oh, don't mind me, like a drug dealer, like, oh, me and all my £50 notes. Oh. So stupid, so stupid. But anyway, that was a great silly goose, real off track. Oh, I did actually want to ask you, because I feel like you might be the type of person that has superstitions. Do you have any superstitions, and what are the weirdest ones that you follow?
Um, when I get nervous, I tap my fingers to a song, and that's usually comp day superstitions.
Oh,
I like to do this with my fingers, which I think is
oh,
very tismy of me, to be honest.
tis of
Um, it definitely is. I don't feel like I'm that superstitious, though, you know.
Nah,
I
see,
don't feel
I'm
like I have
not.
any other rituals. Like comp day, I have like the same breakfast and I do the same routine. And I get my hair braided with the funny colours because now I feel like that's my good luck charm.
Yeah,
Um, but outside of comp, I just sort of raw dog it. I raw dog life.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
See,
I
this is
walk
what
over
I'm like.
grids. Like I just walk over grids. I don't mind the number 13. Like
Yeah.
I just, what's going to happen?
I feel like I'm yet to find somebody who's like big on superstitions, because I'm not superstitious at all,
No.
because I was born on Friday the 13th. So like I can't
Oh, that's
be
a cool
like.
birthday.
I
Yeah.
am a superstition in myself. So, but I feel like maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe we're getting less superstitious as the young ones come
Yeah.
through.
And I feel like we're all quite like sarcastic
Skeptical.
and like, oh, what's going to
Mm,
happen? You know, like we're all
yeah.
very
Well, I feel
brave,
like
aren't we, really?
this now is the generation where if you start talking in like a group of like sort of our age of people and you're like, "Ah, yeah, but everything's just a simulation, isn't it? It's not really real." It very quickly spirals out of control where everyone's just agreeing.
Yeah.
Like, but if you spoke about that to like say people who were like maybe in the 50s or the 60s, the majority are probably going to be like, no, what are you talking about? I don't
Yeah.
understand that. Whereas this
Yeah.
generation, I feel like are very much like, yeah, but nothing really matters, does it?
Yeah. We're quite a funny generation, aren't we? Like we've got good
Yeah.
humour and we're just a bit like,
I think
go on
we've
then,
got
what are you
good
going to do?
humour, mainly because we've all lost the will to live.
Yeah. Mental health at its absolute worst, but
At least we're
I don't
funny.
mind. Yeah. At least I'm funny about it. And I don't know. I'll walk. What else is superstitious that you're not meant to do? Oh, open an umbrella inside. Why? I
Yeah.
need to open it to get the rain off it, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah, breaking mirrors and stuff like that.
I have actually got a superstitious. I've got a lucky Chinese cat in my window. You know the ones that wave?
Oh dear.
Someone
Mm.
gave it to me and I don't like it, but they told me that if you gift it to someone, you can't physically get rid of it now, otherwise it'll bring you bad luck, and I'm too scared to bin it. So
Oh,
all I can
oh.
hear is the arm like moving in my window.
What are you gonna do? Just wait till it like runs out of battery or something and
It's
just
solar
chuck it?
panelled, so it can't even.
Ah,
I know,
even
and
worse.
I can't get rid of it. So yeah, maybe I've been forced into that superstition though.
Yeah. Do you reckon? What's the rules on re-gifting? Can you not just gift it to somebody else?
I need to do a bit of research, don't I? If I can like
Yeah, you need to look
re-gift
into
it to
that.
someone and pass it on to them instead.
Yeah, make it their
It just doesn't
problem.
it doesn't fit with the vibes of the house. It needs to go, but I can't bin it.
I love that. It's been forced into it. Class. Right. Well, that's been a great Silly Goose. Very off track. We love it. So where can people find you then if they want to follow along with your journey and all that type of jazz? And then if you've got anything to plug it now.
It's just my Instagram, which is Alice_Morgan. That's the only place that I'm at, basically.
Sweet.
And I've got nothing else to plug. Just me.
Just me.
Please follow me, because
Follow
I'm
the
funny and I'm
Instagram.
dramatic and I'm cool.
Hell yeah, we love it. Well, your Instagram will be in the show notes below. So thank you everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for being on the podcast, Alice. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
No problem. And we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Strong Woman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!